Come on down. You're the next contestant on Price is Right Wrestling. This week with limited commercial interruptions. Championship after championship after championship after championship being defended. 4 championship matches on tap. Man, you won't know what to do with yourself. Goddamn, how is anybody going to have enough energy for the main event, but save enough energy for the main event? Because it's Solo Sikoa in a Titanic clash with Von Wagner in a Falls Count Anywhere match. I'm going to ask right now, in what fucking universe does Von Wagner deserve a main event slot? Who the fuck thought this was a good idea? I just want to fucking talk. Seriously, who fucking thinks that Von Wagner is worth a goddamn shit? What the fuck? God, this revamp sucks. Ah! Anyway, I'm John Renton with my review of WWE NXT 2.0. Okay, there are some good parts to NXT 2.0. In case you're wondering, by the way, why you're getting this review hours earlier than normal, is because I worked a different shift and was able to watch this live. I had to watch a Von Wagner match live. I lost brain cells. I lost fucking brain cells. I lost months off my sanity, what remaining sanity there is, because I had to watch a Von Wagner match live. The guy's trying, but he is Eric Watts without the charisma. He's David Flair without carrying the crowbar and the goofy giggle and everything. He's like the worst of second generation talent. You can tell he's fucking trying. And I'm sure he is. Again, I'm sure he's a nice guy. God damn, this guy sucks. Fucking hell. Stop trying to make Von Wagner happen. It isn't gonna fucking happen. The goddamn lobotomized zebra. The goddamn guy that looks like his brain scan came back negative for any activity. The guy that looks like basically if one of the Geico cavemen was an athlete. Fuck. Anyway. Yeah, limited commercial interruptions. The women's four-way starts off. Oh my. It's Caden Carter and Katana Chance. It's Katana and Caden Comedy. KKK. That's not good. Taking on Yulissa Leon and Valentina Feroz. I don't know which one's which, but the tall one did something cool later in this match. Ivy Nile and Tatum Paxley and JC Jane and Gigi Dole. JC Jane, my goodness. JC stealing every goddamn, bit of TV time whenever she's on camera. She's great. She's going to be a fucking star. Yeah, 4-way match for the vacant women's tag team championships. I asked this question, why didn't you just get rid of the women's tag team titles? Genuinely, why didn't you just get rid of them? They already don't have enough depth to compete or to have Mandy Rose have any competition or the NXT Women's Championship picture to have that much competition because of one opponent for Mandy tonight and then one in a couple weeks. When you're going to Zoe Stark, you are not really trying very fucking hard. But I'll get to that here in a bit. Look, 8 women, all human centipede together. I usually have to go to a different kind of website to see this. There was some effort. There were also some attempts that didn't work. It was a car crash. Ivy's fist put down Feroz and Leon. I don't actually know which one she pinned. That was after one of them did a really cool dive. JC tops Tatum 1, 2, 3. Never mind. And JC just showing off, just having a blast. And then we get a 450 on Jane 1, 2, 3. So yeah, Carter and Chance won the championships. I have a question. One, why do they have fire extinguishers? I'll have another question. Why are the women's tag team championships still being featured? Yes, they were on Toxic Attraction, and yes, it means something if you actually build a division. They barely had a division on the main roster between Raw and SmackDown. They don't have enough depth on NXT. Fucking stop adding more championships does not fucking help. It's fine. New champs. Woohoo! So then Briggs and Jensen are interrupted by Gacy's group. Something about Joe Wayne Gacy wanting to face off against Jensen. The grizzled young veterans are toast. I didn't even care for the group anyway, but they are toast. This is a bad gimmick. Here's Hayes and Tricky Ticky Williams. It's open challenge time after they cut promos. Giovanni Vinci shows up. Basically, Hayes said, whoever can hit the ring first. Then Giovanni Vinci does the posing. Nathan Frazier runs past him. And Frazier and Hayes have a good match. If not like a little bit rushed. Giovanni joins commentary. Remember when this guy could have been part of Walter Gunther's group and actually, might have meant something and not been a stupid dead-end model gimmick? There was a dive at one point, and Frazier sends Hayes into Giovanni. And so Nathan and Hayes inadvertently get Giovanni wet. Have fun on seeing that. Giovanni interferes. Big leg drop off the top by Hayes. 1, 2, 3. Frazier has potential. Hayes got to win. And we're getting Vinci versus Frazier. I don't know why. Wade then moderates Jordan Devlin or J.D. McDonough in a shirt that I don't think anybody would have been caught dead in. They would have come back to life, ripped the shirt off, stuffed it down somebody's throat, and said apologize, and then died. So, Devlin versus Steiner. It's the Heat Wave Summit. I do not care about this feud because I don't care about Devlin. At one point, he decides to prick his finger and sign it in blood. Use a pen, Sideshow McDonough. So anyway, he tries to shake his hand. There's monkeypox and a bunch of shit going on, McDonough. Maybe you shouldn't do that. So anyway, this show's just clicking along, isn't it? So Cruz pumps up the Creeds. That sounded a lot less dirty in my head until I said it. Roderick Strong isn't here. He'll interfere later. No, actually, he'll just be... Roderick wants to go so badly. God, he wants to leave. I can't imagine that he wants to even stay around now that Vince McMahon is out. I think he probably still wants to leave. Joe, Wayne Gacy, and Gigi are upset. Mandy, however, has to go defend her championship. And who is she defending her championship against? Saray. Oh, for fuck. No. I don't care how good Saray is in the ring. This gimmick is ass. This knockoff fucking anime bullshit. God, stop coming up with stupid cartoonish gimmicks. Oh, she gets a medallion and she turns into a girl that has silver hair. And the paint makes her forehead silver. Good fucking job on the makeup there. Fuck. God damn it. Oh, hell no is what I wrote down. Mandy ended up beating Saray. Saray can work. She's not bad in the ring. This gimmick is just shit. So anyway, and then she grabs a chair. She tries to Pillmanize her ankle, but then Grandma Zoe shows up. You know, Zoe Stark moves remarkably well for somebody that is old enough to actually remember when women weren't able to vote. She actually really remembers the Alamo. What I'm trying to say is, when she was in school and didn't have history, her social security number is 1. She is, if she does beat Mandy, she will be the first NXT Women's Champion to qualify for AARP and for a senior discount at any restaurant. I know that's mean, but seriously. Zoe Stark, who is fine in the ring and has the charisma of a piece of paper. That's it. So anyway, Tiffany then does some gymnastics in a pre-tape. Good thing this didn't end like the Final Destination. No, was it Final Destination 5 where the girl ended up in the gymnastic accident? Yeah, that one. Whichever one had the powder got blown in her face. So anyway, so Mackenzie, no, maybe it was the Final Destination. I don't care. Mackenzie is with Axiom Cara or Axiom Verge or Leftover Sin Cara. Dookie Nukie Hudson interrupts and starts hitting him with a volley, repeated strokes to the head, and battles him out and throws him there. And because Axiom refers to himself as a superhero, Duke says, "Don't have heroes or always let you down." And then Axiom Verge took on Dookie Nukie Hudson and beat him with a roll-up. Way to undo everything Dookie Nukie Hudson just did. This revamp is terrible. Wesley has a pre-tape. He's talking about facing Tricky Ticky Williams. It's a rounds match. Wrestler versus boxer or boxer versus... I don't really understand the exact rules. Whatever. Get more Wesley on my television. Let's see what he can do. Tricky Ticky isn't that bad either. Once again, in case anybody has forgotten or you don't know what I mean by Tricky Ticky, Ricky Ticky Tavi. If anybody is old enough to remember that, I will be amazed. So, Tony D'Angelo and Stax took on the Creeds in an NXT title match. Okay, I got a question. Why have they basically reduced the NXT tag division to, good champions and jokes? And Tony D'Angelo is a good enough athlete. This guy's stacked. I don't know who the fuck he is, but this could work as far as they have decent enough looks and it's overly cartoonish. Julius, Orange Julius gets targeted for a while. Brutus's arm gets targeted. Julius gets back in. And then at one point, Elektra Lopez, my goodness, just grabs the shaft of the crowbar and hands it to D'Angelo. But then suddenly, the camera's cut away, but suddenly somebody shows up and everybody's popping. Oh my God, it's Escobar in a shirt so loud. How was nobody able to hear him coming? The shirt was so loud. Fuck. And then D'Angelo got pinned by the big lariat. The Creeds are... This whole Legoland Phantasm and Tony D'Angelo's family thing is stupid. And it's not even done. Speaking of stupid, and I hate saying this because Roxanne Perez actually has talent and is wise beyond her years and will get better. This pre-tape with all the... I have seen theater plays that were not as stagey as this. They did 20 takes and this was the best one. God, talking about a relationship with Cora, a friendship with Cora, and look, I'm sure there was realism here. But it was buried deep within the staginess. Please, let people speak a little more naturally, not like they are having a gun figuratively or literally held to their head just off camera. So Cora is all in leather holding a stick. That's really all it is. She's got weird wire stuff around her outfit now because she's a badass. Actually, she is talented. I am interested to see where this heel run goes. She won't accept Roxanne's challenge because she won't put on the red dress. Roxanne put on the red dress. Anyway, Mandy says, hey, take Zoe out and you can challenge me. Because if you take the winner of the Battle Royal out, then the runner-up gets to face the champion. That's a rule that was just apparently invented. Anyway, Carter and Chance for a stagey celebration. And Katana still sounds like a cartoon mouse. Brooks Jensen, who wants to be Tom Lawler so bad. I don't know why they dress him up like Tom Lawler, despite him. I mean, he has the ability, and I think he's Bull Buchanan's son, so, okay. He's like even 75% as good of an athlete as his dad. He will go far. But he took on Joe Wayne Gacy. So you got Fallon Henley. And I wonder why Josh Briggs doesn't have social media. Oh, but, that's okay. That's something I should speak out about. And if you want to know more, Google Josh Briggs and speaking out. So, the Gibson and Drake, I don't know what their fucking names are. I don't fucking care. Actually, I remember their names were just so fucking stupid. I pushed them out of my mind. Pretty Deadly Glory run in. Gacy wins anyway. This match meant nothing. And also, he's trying to get Grimes to join his group. As evidenced by that Grimes was watching TV with everybody. A bunch of people that I have no idea who the fuck they are. Santos and Tony D dubbed badly done phone stuff. Where were they in relation to each other at this point? Escobar looked like he was on the set of some bad 70s cop drama. Saint Elbow's Fire shows up. Lash Legend shows up during the break. Or may have actually already manned the goddamn ring for all I fucking could tell. And they had about half the match, Saint Elbow's Fire and Lash Legend, during the break. And then Saint Elbow's Fire won quickly. And then Hayes and Tricky Dicky Williams, they talked strategy. And then helped three women, with their hood up because they're having car trouble. The first girl looked like she almost had her entire hood up, if you know what I mean. So, Nikita Lyons then talks about what's in Katana's box. Maybe that's just what I was picturing. And then, Heavy Metal Von Wagner versus Solo Sikoa in a Falls Count Anywhere match. There was one point where this match went into a dumpster. That's where that's where this entire idea belongs. A WWE-style dumpster. And a splash through the announcer's table 1, 2, 3. There was more shit. This is one of the worst matches that NXT has done. No fault of Solo Sikoa. And Von Wagner, he's not the worst in the ring. He's just uninteresting. And I don't want to fucking see him anymore on my television screen. I may just have to start enforcing a Von Wagner rule. No, I don't want to see this guy. And they'll probably call him up at some point and say, yeah, this guy's ready for TV. This guy's not even ready to be putting up the ring. Fuck. Yeah, that's it. Let me know your thoughts. But anyway, just God. Oh! We here at Price is Right Wrestling would like to remind you to control the pet population. Have your pets and have Von Wagner spayed or neutered. Goodbye, everybody.